With 2/3 of this season already gone, the Bulls enter the last third, and a really important phase for them as they push for the playoff spots. A win today against the nuts and bolts of Ashford United would certainly keep the momentum going for them. Of course, Ashford United a couple of weeks ago, in fact, just at the end of December, just in 2025 still, went to Jersey and took all 3 points in a really good display of quick attacking football, where they outplayed the Bulls in nearly every department. And the goals coming on that day from their skipper, Gary Lockyer and Jack Dixon. Well, they've made some changes to their starting 11 from the side that went to Jersey. 7 of the players who started continue again today, and changes made with new signings, Garrett on the bench, and another one in the name of Aaron Barnes. So those 2 are new to the nuts and bolts. For the Bulls, well, today, a pretty full squad again. Van der Vliet in goal, probably going to see a back 4 of Kerry at right back with Giles on the left, and a pairing of Campbell and Watling. Expect to see Johnny LeCain back in the midfield with Kilshaw and Watson and Ritzema, Carvalho. And of course, the big man, Lorne Bickley, through the middle, who's been in fine goal-scoring form. And just looking across to the other side, we see the return for away games of Richard Hebert in the role of goalkeeping coach. Well, he's obviously had a word already in the ear of Ewan van der Vliet. It looks like he's had a little bit of a trim-up. Bit of broncage for those watching back in Jersey. Well, today in charge is Mr. Giles, assisted by Mr. Perry and Mr. Lander, as the captains come to the middle. It'll be interesting to see if the Bulls can get off to a fast start here at the Green Box Stadium, a magnificent venue in what will be a pretty anticipated game today. The Bulls will want to get one back on the nuts and bolts. The nuts and bolts just dipped recently in terms of their form, having lost their last 2. The Bulls undefeated in their last 3 and looking to get more points on the road. Well, a solid bench for them as well today. Still got the likes of Carvalho, Dos Santos, Trotter and Leki Mamati to call on. But for now, it's going to be the nuts and bolts of Ashford United who will get this game underway. All to play for, and a really important time in the season. And we're underway. Well, short ball there to Fuller. Plays it across the back. On this near side is Collins, who we saw in the last game was pretty effective down this left-hand side, and Collins looks like he's taking that position again. Cuts inside now, looks for the spread ball to the far side. Lovely pass across now, and quickly there on the front foot, looking for the ball into the middle for West, but Campbell is there. It's going to be the first corner inside the first minute for Ashford, who've started, as they intend, no doubt, to continue. And they'll throw bodies forward as West will look to take this from the far right-hand side. In there under the nose of Van der Vliet is Bate. Movement at the far post there with Dixon as the ball's played in. Flicked away, looks like Bull's head on it. May well have been Campbell there as Ashford look to keep it alive. Off Watling this time, will go out. Giles can't keep it in. Ball played in there by Lewis. So second corner on the bounce here for Ashford United. Well, they say red and green should never be seen, but that is exactly what we've got out there today. The Bulls, of course, traditional red strip, white shorts, all green for the home side. As again, the ball's played in. Battle in the middle. Not this time will it be a corner, though. Protestations coming, but Mr. Giles points for a goal kick. Well, good pressure from the nuts and bolts in the early couple of minutes here. The opening exchanges As Van der Vliet takes his time, and well, he will. Just goes across. And this time gets the ball away over the halfway line. Decent clearance, looking for Bickley, can't quite reach it. Killshaw there now. Cleared though by Dixon, looking for the run of Bate. In fact, Collins is furthest forward. Back now inside to Lewis. Just takes his time. Back to Fuller. And again, Collins on this near side. Looks for the same ball to the far side, looking for the run of Scarlett there. Cuts inside, does well. Gets the ball in towards the middle, but straight into the arms of Van der Vliet. Just too close that time to the keeper, looking for Lockyer, but unable to find him. It's been all Ashford so far, keeping the balls back in their own half. And again, they win the ball in the middle with Dixon. We saw them set up really well in the fixture at Springfield. And here they come again, fast-paced. Lewis down this left, cuts inside again, goes away from Carvalho, just drags it back, looks for a bit of help here. Has it now from Collins. Trying to take on LeCain. Well, he's got past him. But Killshaw is back. The ball is cleared, but the header from Fuller, solid, back towards the Bulls box. Watling with a header, Watling again jumping in, can't get it. Back it comes again to Lewis, staying alive here, trying to find a bit of room, but the ball's staying solid across the back. Ball's, well, deflected, goes across for Scarlett, but it's cut out by Ritzimer, who gets there first. Can he keep the ball in? Well, he can, and Ritzimer's off down the left-hand side. Scarlett, though, shows good pace to get back and around. Now, just having a little look across the formation, it looks at the moment like the Bulls may have 5 across the back, which is a pretty defensive setup, and maybe they fear the threat that this nuts and bolts side have to offer. As again, across goes Lewis to Moses. Just taking the time here, looking for a ball out. Back again to Fuller. Now Collins. Collins just being tracked by Carvalho. Slow build up again. Collins again, a little bit of space on this left-hand side. Carvalho gets back, half a challenge, then LeCain. And then back it goes to Greensall. Plays it short. Looking for Dixon. Now Scarlett on the overlap down that right-hand side. Tracked there by Jay Giles. Bit of help for him. Still alive here with Ashford. Flowing football from them. Into the middle it goes. Lockyer the target. Cleared by Kere. Chance maybe for a break here through Bickley to Carvalho. Carvalho just does well. Gets away from Moses. Now back through towards Killshaw, who's in a forward position. Killshaw now take it on Fuller. Killshaw trying to get round the back. Well, Fuller's done really well. Just turns inside. One moment, looked like he may well have just got himself into a bit of trouble, but calmly deals with it. And again, in this opening exchange, you'd say that the nuts and bolts got this game pretty tight so far. A lot of movement down this left-hand side, a lot of ball for Collins. Back again to Fuller. Spreads it across to Moses. Back inside to Scarlett, who's just held a position in midfield. Fuller again. Oh, lovely run there by Lewis. LeCain is across, Carvalho as well. And now Dixon from distance. Well, he lets it fly. Fortunately for the Bulls, straight into the arms of Van der Vliet, and then quickly released his Giles, who ball bounces a lot. This pitch, although is a artificial pitch, you see it's very bouncy, and that may be just taking it away from Jay Giles, who can't keep it in. Back it is with the nuts and bolts. Collins again. Now Fuller, also seen a lot of the ball early on, but the ball to Collins, not finding him on this occasion, so a ball's throw in. It looks like McCain may well be sitting in a back five here. Looks for that long throw for the head of Bickley, but it's cut out again, and then quickly nipping in is West, who keeps it alive down that right-hand side. First time ball into the box, cleared by Campbell. Mistake there by Dixon. In fact, he's cushioned it to Scarlett. Scarlett looks to play it forward again, but although West has stayed forward, the ball doesn't reach him. Goal kick. It definitely looks like the Bulls have gone five at the back, with Kilshaw and Watson sitting in front, and then three. So 5-2-3 looks to be the formation deployed by Elliot Powell today. Interesting. See how that pans out throughout the rest of this game. Bickley making a nuisance of himself. Headed back now. Cavallo tries to get in behind Lewis, who does well under pressure. Another touch for Greensall, who looks like a free kick was given. Maybe the flag's gone up near side. Moses again. And as they have so far, they look to this near side for Collins. Plays the ball inside for Hume. Collins gets the return. Collins now goes up against LeCain, gets inside, still going, gets away from Cavallio. Squares it now for Hume again, who started the move, but the Bulls are back in numbers. Scarlett will run against Giles, does well, just nicks inside. He shows him the inside and he plays it there. Now chance for Bickley maybe to get away. Test Moses here. Bickley still going. Moses does a perfect time challenge, and it will be a Bulls throw. But again, it looks like that's the way the Bulls are set up for that quick break, for that counter. And Bickley, Fuller running again. Inside to Bickley, one touch, flicked on by Ritzmer. Now to Bickley, who's around the outside. Bickley looks to play the ball in. He goes for the near post and he hits it into the side netting, but he's going to win a corner. May well be a deflection of either Scarlett and or the keeper there, Greensall, but the Bulls doing well, unlocking the defence there and getting in at the back post. Just can't quite find the finish, but it will be a corner. Jay Giles will take. Numbers in the box. Played short towards the edge of the box. Finds Campbell, not where he would have wanted it. Back it goes to Kilshaw, who will look to spread it back outside to Giles. Brings it down. Closed down quickly. Ritzimer again, who set that little move off with the back heel to Bickley. Oh, too short this time and cleared by Ashford. Looking for Lockyer, who will go against Kere. Skipper to skipper this time. Captain Fantastic gets the touch. Oh, fast pace in this first 10 minutes. And of late having a couple of half saves to make. Nothing really difficult, but shows the intent of Ashford, as Fuller just doing a little bit of hokey-cokey there on the ball as he stands on it and then gets off it. And now a lovely little ball reverse there for the run of Lewis, and Cavallio is back. But they continue to press. Ashford looking to find a way through the Bulls' defence, which is plenty today. Good touch there. Now back to Collins. Collins looks to play it far post, looking for Lockyer. Overcooks this one. And you can see the direction of travel. Just too much on it. Now, there's one thing about Elliot Powell. He always is thinking about the game. He's always looking at how to set up. He looks at every opposition and finds a way to make sure that his charges know exactly what the game plan is. Van der Vliet, another good clearance over the halfway line. Again, looking for the flick on, but Fuller is there ahead of Bickley. Then Watling gets to it. Back it comes, Lockyer target, but cut out by Kere. The ball bouncing around, but back in the hands of Lewis. Now Moses. Looking for the lovely bit of skill by Lockyer, brings it down, but the flag is up. Just going too early and the ball stepping up at the right time. A chance for the Bulls today to close the gap on Sittingbourne, who will play in the 3 o'clock kickoff as Lewis half clears, finds West. And then again looking to this near side for Collins, who's been busy, and he plays it on for Lockyer. Cross comes Kere, then Watling. And now LeCain. And there's Luke Watson with a touch. Looking for the ball for Bickley, who's maybe got in here. Well, he did momentarily, just maybe have the edge on Fuller. Fuller does enough just to get back and cover it. Dixon to Lewis, who again will look for Collins and plays it to him. Gets it back. Now Hume. Well, looks for the run here of Bate, who's hooked it back and across, but can't keep it in. Decent number of supporters in the ground today, just dotted around the Greenbox Stadium. Trying to encourage their players to get back to winning ways. And again, Bickley's the target. In fact, it's Ritzemer who's there. He flicks it on, but it's back again with Lewis. Collins again, inside to Lewis. Now Dixon changes his mind, then finds the pass on that far side. Clip forward again, looking for the runner Scarlett, who's advanced. Ritzemer is back. Plays it off Scarlett, will then clear. Dixon can't reach it. Moses can pick it up and gets in trouble, and Bickley's done really well there. Bickley's got away and tries, well, it looks like he's seen Greensell off his line, doesn't get underneath it though. Right idea would have been probably a 1 in 100 chance of actually beating the keeper from there, but really good strong play again from Bickley as again here comes Collins. Going to take on LeCain, and he's done well. He's got past LeCain. He's still going. Collins now blocked though by Cavallio, who's covering back and helping out Johnny LeCain. Another corner. Third of this first half already. Well, a little bit of trouble there. Looks like Collins just feeling his left ankle. As West goes across to take. Plenty forward for the nuts and bolts. Should be Van der Vliet's, but it doesn't go near anyone in the end, and it lands on the roof of the net. So whether West was trying to go for the goal, puts his hand up to acknowledge he wasn't. It was just a poor corner. Watling into the feet, Cavallio. The ball's sitting really deep, which of course is allowing Ashford United to get forward and to keep pressure on. Now, Campbell to Giles. Of course, playing 3 at the back does allow Giles and LeCain to get forward when they're not back defending. Some more wing-backs perhaps today. Ball's trying to keep hold of it, but it's been broken up again. Lewis Fuller running in this first quarter of an hour or so as he finds Collins his go-to. Moses to Scarlett. Got too many options. Oh, lovely run by West now. Gets there and gets the ball back and across. Well, doing really well to get in behind the balls, but the final ball just not quite on the money for Ashford United so far. Short ball to Watling. Just needs an option here as well. Cavallio gives a little bit of something, and then the clearance is out. Well, a number of Bulls fans who've made their way across. Old Glenn there, just no doubt combining his love of the Bulls with no doubt a gig somewhere in and around the London area. Not doing the 200 draw today. As Scarlett makes a lovely run down the far side, gets in behind and plays it in, but only as far as Van der Vliet there. And Giles quickly gets the ball going forward. Can only find Moses, who puts it back with a bit of interest. Van der Vliet there before Lockyer. And now Watson, the veteran, turned 39 on Thursday, so many belated happy returns to him. No doubt his birthday present will be a win today. Maybe a goal, and to see the Bulls into the playoffs by the end of the season. A way to go before then. A calm, slow build up here. Now the run of Lacane. Too much on it. Throw in, which Lewis will take. You see, that's the plan now. It's three across the back with those wing backs, giving the Bulls a bit of width here to try and get forward, but giving them the cover as well to deal with Lockyer and Bate and Collins as Watson flicks it on. Cavallio will try and gamble and gets in. Can he get there? Well, just ahead of him is Greensall. Well, losing out there is Killshot. Looks like he may well have had a little trip to the barbers as well. Maybe a 2-for-1 with him and Van der Vliet. As Dixon finds Scarlett. Scarlett's definitely dropped more inside as his first half has gone on. More of a central mid role now for him, as again, communication there not quite going the way they wanted between Lewis and Collins. Johnny Lacane just going to launch one down the line here, try and get some yardage on this. Cavallio beaten to it by Fuller, but reload for Lacane. Bickley this time does flick it on, looking for Cavallio, trying to get there, but Lewis is ahead of him, flicked inside by Fuller. Watson busy trying to get there ahead of Bate. It's back with Scarlett, who goes for that long ball again, looking for the run of Bate. And he hasn't quite found the range there either. Carey just nudging it onto Watling. Going long, lovely run by Cavallio. Looks like he stays on side, but Lewis does well. It's a little bit of a battle there already unfolding. The foul this time going against Cavallio, just catching Lewis. Back with Bate. Now Moses stepping over the halfway line. A lovely ball there for Bate this time. Can he get the ball into the box? He tries to, but it's cut out by Campbell, and then it's hooked away by Watson. Only as far as Hume, and then Cavalier does well. Ritzema trying to get in there. Hume sliding back in. The ball's with Scarlett. Bate again. This time, managing to keep hold of the ball here. Moses, edge of the box, looking to play it in. Oh, stays forward there, Moses, getting further forward, the centre-back. Goal kick. Well, that's halfway through the first half. Still goalless here at the Green Box Stadium. Neither goalkeeper forced into a save of any real note as of yet. Lacane again sees the runner. Ritzema just lets it go and then looks to go for Bickley. He's beaten to it by Dixon. West doesn't make it. Watson does. Kershaw quickly to Campbell. Far side. Giles, Ritzema just takes it, a lovely touch there and just tries to escape. Gets brought down, does he? Yes, says the referee. Free kick. Well, Ritzema always causes problems. Skillful player. Just knocking it round through the gap there between two players and drawing the foul. Has the pace, has that Turner pace as well, as he just plays it and kicks into gear. It's going to be a Bulls free kick. Jay Giles will fancy just knocking this ball in towards, you'd expect Campbell to be up there. Ritzema, edge of the box here. Watling and Bickley, they're all there. The Ritzema bounce inside the D. In it comes, looking now for Campbell, heads it back down, and then arriving is Ritzema, but just cut out. Looks like it may well be Moses who gets there first. Bulls have it alive though with Kere. Back to Giles. Giles will launch it, you'd think, straight back in towards the keeper. Well, a mistake at the back there, and it's, well, nearly sliced by Moses into his own goal, but in the end, the ball goes behind for a corner. Maybe just a lack of communication with the keeper, and it's the Bulls' second corner of this first half. So they're keeping the pressure on this nuts and bolts defence. Can they loosen it up a little bit here and find the opener? Giles again. Towards the near post, looking for the head of Watling, but it's cut out by Lockyer. It goes straight back to Giles. Chance to reload. In it comes again. Watling heads it on. Campbell at the far post. Tries the shot. Goes near post. It hits the post. And then it's hooked back in. It hits the bar. And then it's Bickley and Ritzema. Well, the Bulls are denied. There's no flag. And this time, the woodwork comes to the rescue of Greensall and the back four for the nuts and bolts. The first one is Campbell. Thought he was going to play it back in, but he goes to the shot, hits the near post, keeper's beaten, comes out. And it's hooked back in. It looks like it may well be Ritzema or Bickley in the end. One of them got the bicycle kick on target, rattled the crossbar. And it ends in the end with a goal kick. Well, the aerial threat for the Bulls is really showing here. And there with the numbers forward, they nearly created the opening. Ashford looked to come again, though, with Collins. Cuts inside. Now looks for the run of Bate. Tracked by Kere and then blocks the cross from Lewis. Well, it's end-to-end now. Ball's going close. And then Ashford United getting another corner. Bulls defending again now. Numbers back. In it comes, looking for the far post, looking for the head of Moses. Bate will pick it up. Goes back to Scarlett. Back it comes again. Well, it comes off Lockyer. Just enough done there maybe by Jay Giles to put him off. Well, both sides looking to find a way through, neither sitting back. Van der Vliet, easy ball to Kerry. Across the back now to Campbell. Kerry again, but tracked there by Weston. Kerry goes down, but Giles is found. Watson goes for the give and go. A lovely play by Ritson, who somehow keeps it in. And then Scarlett gets the throw. Fuller again with space on this near side. Collins ahead of him. And now Collins cuts inside again. Looking for West. Lewis is busy. Tracked by Lacane. Collins again. And it's composure that they show here. The home side. With Dixon. Oh, lovely return ball inside for Lewis from Collins. And he gets the cross in, but he can't again keep it in. It's a real threat for Ashford United in the form of Joe Lewis and Lewis Collins working and linking up down this left-hand side. Getting closer to getting a decent ball into that box as well. Van der Vliet just takes his time. Ritzimer there, tries to flick it on. Oh, a little bit of a mistake nearly at the back as Ritzimer and Bickley just putting a bit of pressure on. Fuller clears. Watling steps in, steps forward as well, still going, brought down. Surely a free kick there, sliding in is Jack Dixon. Pretty heavy challenge from him. Will be spoken to by Mr. Giles, that's all. And again, confidence for the Bulls seems to be growing. And a chance to pepper the Ashford box. Numbers forward again. Giles clips it, looks for Campbell. Campbell doesn't get there. Half cleared. Watson, though, hooks it back and across. West is there. Shot comes in from Lacane. Just a quick snapshot from him. Straight down the barrel, though, of Greensell. He's comfortably behind it, although doesn't look too comfortable. And he's maybe just got a bit of something in the eye. And possibly, with these Astro pitches, they have a lot of rubber in them, and he wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't just a little bit of rubber that's just flicked off the ball, got into the keeper's eye. Well, you can't say he didn't keep his eye on that one. He certainly did. Well, back with a restart, short to Moses. Half an hour gone here at the Greenbox Stadium. Still goalless. Scarlett. Not having so much, perhaps, luck yet down that right-hand side as they have on the left. And the switch is to this left side, this near side with Fuller. Collins ahead of him. Cavallio is back. Twisting and turning Collins, trying to find an angle, finds Fuller. Lewis again. Now Moses, long ball forward, dealt with by Watling. Cleared as far as Lewis. Back to Fuller, and now Lewis again. Lovely run from Collins, who gets in and behind, but he can't get past Lacane this time. He's had luck. And he's had a good bit of fortune past that run of Lacane, but this time Lacane stays with him and gets there, but quickly they have it back. The nuts and bolts. Inside again, lovely ball. Shaw, can he get there? Well, Bate can't reach it. Just saying that the Kane has had a battle with Collins down that right-hand flank for the Bulls, but just getting control of the situation. But still Ashford press. And have definitely had more of the ball in this first 30-odd minutes than the Bulls, who are just battling, as it's shown there with Ritzer and Scarlett, to get a little bit of a foothold in this game. Short ball again, near side, with Lewis to Collins. Back to Lewis. There's good movement ahead of him. Collins, though, is still the go-to. Back is Collins, just a little change of pace and then whips it in, and the ball bouncing just in front of Lockyer. Watling is there first. Clears it. Looking again for Bickley, but Fuller hooks it back to Moses. And it's really good composed football here. No panic, no alarm. Just get hold of it, reset it. And that's how the home side were in Jersey and how they are again at home today. Scarlett, quick football, quick ball, but it's cut out this time by Giles. Is there a chance here for Bickley to counter? Giles continues his run. Bickley tracked by Moses. Now Ritzema trying to get away from Bate. Giles is there, but the numbers are back for the home side. Campbell. Watling can turn. Plays it into LeCain, who flicks it on to Cavallio. Short of space, but he has turned his man. In it comes, headed away. Looks like Dixon is there. But the ball's getting a little bit of progress and getting further forward here. Chance for LeCain, maybe, just to launch one. In his kind of area. Just about level with the penalty box. Bickley goes towards the near post. Ritzema, edge of the 6-yard. LeCain just waits. Here it comes. Campbell tries to flick it on. Back to LeCain. Back inside Cavallio to Campbell, who stay forward. Campbell with a shot blocked this time. Back it comes inside. Can he? Well, acrobatic, and then the header coming in from Bickley. And it's going to be, yeah, it wouldn't have counted. The flag is up near side. But the Bulls, when they get forward, are threatening. Well, it's more a case of barging their way through at times. It's not necessarily pretty, but they are getting shots off. Certainly the more attractive football we've seen from Ashford United in this first 35 minutes, with 10 to go before the half-time break. Still waiting for something to separate these two. Long ball forward, but the flag is up again. This time Ashford United getting caught, and West going too early. Van der Vliet sent back. Just trying to gain a few extra meters as he launches one, this time just a cushion header by Fuller back to Greensall. Moses again with space ahead of him. Sends a searching ball for Collins, who's kept it alive. McCain just trying to get close to him. Collins trying to shake him off. Back to Dixon. Will he try it from distance? He does. It hits the back of Watling. Well, that was definitely going on target. Played short, carried on. Well, this time Bate can't keep it under control. West tries to get it back in there. Ritzema trying to clear it, but it falls nicely to Lockyer, who tries to flick it on. Claims a handball. No, nothing doing, says Mr. Giles. And Ritzema tries to get away, but he's out of space on that far side. Moses again. Now Fuller. Forward he comes. Lewis. First time ball in, far post. Well, Lockyer's arriving. In the end, the ball just harmlessly goes past everyone. Campbell brings it away. Ball's struggling really to get enough going forward as Ashford start with the high press. Hume goes across to Kere now. It looks like Van der Vliet will launch another one. Finds Lecain. Watling, first time ball for the run of Kilshaw getting forward. It's certainly tough for the Bulls to break down this Ashford side, as Watling has a bit of time on it. Kere. Ritzema. Oh, he's short. Ball now. West has got a chance to get forward. Here comes Scarlett. Numbers needed back for the Bulls. Do enough to just force Lockyer wide. With a short pass there from Ritzema, nearly putting the Bulls in trouble. Danger averted for now, as it's again to Lewis, who's got lots of space now, can run. Carvalho's come back. Lewis into Collins. Collins first touch, ball in towards the box, looking for the head of Bate, flicked away by Bickley, but he doesn't clear it, falls to Scarlett. Now Moses, who's got forward. Carvalho does well. Is he fouled? He is, right in front of the referee there. Scarlett just pulling on Miguel Carvalho. Free kick. Well, Van der Vliet wants to get on with it quickly because he sees Giles has got a bit of space, and Giles does well to keep it in. Inside now to Watson. Ritzema. Oh, lovely turn, twists away from Scarlett. Now Ritzema towards the edge of the box. Scarlett gets back and brings Ritzema down, but he gets plenty of the ball in the process. No foul. And a searching ball again that Lecain will battle for with Collins. The only way is to go back. Hume again. Now Scarlett. Back again on this near side with Lewis. Slow build up as the Bulls have everyone back in their own half. Long ball forward, looking again, probably too much on it. Will he get there? No, Collins just can't quite get there, but he's busy. Well, so far, nothing separates the sides. Possession-wise, it's in favour of the home side. Other than that, it's just a battle to keep possession for any length of time here, as again the ball is launched forward. It should be a ball that Van der Vliet will collect. He does. And now Watling. Back he goes. More pressure there, and again it's good work from the home side, who forcing the Bulls into a bit of a mistake. Not a costly one, but they lose possession again into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Still Ashford United 0, Jersey Bulls 0. Scarlett again. Plenty of time for Fuller to just scan the horizon. Goes short to Collins, who gets away from Carvalho. Collins still going, now has Lewis outside him. Lewis, will he try and get the ball in? He does, first time towards the near post. Watling is there. And Kane looks like he just makes sure it goes out for a throw, not a corner. But it looks like he doesn't keep it in. And it's corner number 5 of this first half. Ashford yet to make one count. But West will be looking for a delivery here. Again, towards the far post. Falls now to Lewis, who spins, gets it back to Lockyer, who tries a little dink ball in, but Campbell was there first. Now Bate. Cleared by LeCain. Only as far as Lewis. Ball back into the box, and then arriving is again at the far post. This time, it looks like it's Dixon who's just trying to sneak in. The ball's showing resilience in defence again. Well, it's been a pretty decent battle in this first 45 minutes. Ashford with the advantage in terms of the amount of ball they've had and the amount of attacks they've managed to get going, but ball's holding firm, looking for that mistake, that counter. But he can't control it that time as it's back again with Moses. And they look pretty assured as they did in the reverse fixture with Scarlett. Now to Fuller. Collins again will try and get away. He goes inside. Has Lewis for support. Lewis again. Tracked Cavallo, working really hard there, trying to get to Collins. He can't. Collins still going. Collins onto that right foot. Goes down. And then a lovely little reverse ball, which is kept in by Lewis towards the near post. Watling is there. And just signs here that it's starting to click here for Ashford United. This time again, Fuller goes for the pass, looking for Lockyer. Campbell is there first. Campbell gets down. Scarlett tries the shot from the edge of the box. Blocked again. Now Campbell has gone down, but then so is Giles. Campbell is just holding a shoulder. He seems to be all right. Maybe just a bit of a elbow. Certainly signalling that use of an elbow somewhere as Giles maybe just catches one. Mr. Giles decides to tie a bootlace as Giles just shakes it off. It was Scarlett who caught Jay Giles and goes across to offer the hand and to say no hard feelings. Well, seconds away from added time here, possibly a couple of minutes, as Bate plays it short. Well, it's going to be 1 minute as the ball is played in, and again too long. So just a minute of added time in this first half. And the late just takes his time again, no rush. Cavallo, heavy touch, and he's given it well, nearly gives it away to Hume, but manages to recover. And then Kerry there. It just looks like there's a bit of a lack of communication. The ball giving away too easy by the Bulls here. Collins again. Now Dixon. Scored, of course, the first goal. Well, that's it for the first half. As the sides leave the field, it's still Ashford United 0, Jersey Bulls 0. And on reflection, Ashford definitely have had more of the ball, but they haven't been able to beat Van der Vliet. They haven't been able to break down the Bulls' back line. It's goalless at half-time, and we'll see you after the break. really tight first half. What will we get in the next 45 minutes? Is either side prepared to gamble to take all 3 points? Well, for the Bulls, they really want to get 3 today. They want to make sure that they keep the momentum going, that they keep going forward, because it isn't impossible. In fact, it's very likely that they can put more pressure on the sides above them. They've got all the top sides pretty much to play, with Croydon next week, Whiteleaf the week after, and Faversham following. So a lot on the line. And of course, Ashford are a good side. We've seen them bounce in the last few months, gone on a pretty good run themselves, and have got the kind of credentials that you'd expect to see pushing them towards those playoffs. If not this year, certainly they'll be putting pressure on next season if they continue to build. Well, they've been resolute today. They've also been good going forward. It's the Bulls who've had the closest chances in the first 45 minutes, with the goal attempts from Campbell, who hit the post, and the follow-up in the end was Johnny LeCain, who hit the crossbar. Well, for the Bulls, can they go one better and put it in the back of the net? As for Ashford, possession is the name of the game for them. Plenty of it so far, but nothing yet to show for it. Well, as the tunes of Stevie Wonder dim down and go to silence, it will be the Bulls who will get the second half going. It's Luke Watson, in his 40th year, the veteran, who will kick off proceedings in this second half. Referee sends the signals, and we're underway for the second time. Jay Giles quickly switching the ball out to that far side, looking for Bickley. Of course, the Bulls have lots of options on the bench as well. DeSantis, Lekima, Matty, Trotter. Plenty to call on Carr and Barlow as well. So attacking options, should the Bulls fancy going to take all the spoils today, as they all look on from that far side. And again, short ball from Fuller to Moses. Scarlett again. Moses looks for the run there off Hume, who's got far forward. Not seen too much of him getting in those positions the first half, but definitely certainly starting it that way in the second, as Dixon plays it to him. Hume, part of the coaching staff here, of course, at Ashford. Player coach, as Moses makes a bit of a jinky run through, but can't find Scarlett. But has won the throw-in. Again with Dixon. Ball towards the far post, looking for Lockyer, who jumps but can't get there. In fact, no one can get there, neither LeCain nor Collins. Now, these sides have been about as evenly matched as you can find in the first half. And they were evenly matched for a very few minutes at the return fixture in Springfield, where the Ashford side dominated for large parts. But the Bulls are definitely back closer in terms of the way they have set up today, trying to stop that threat of Lockyer. As they come again. Nice ball in there. Bit of a heavy touch, but it's out to Scarlett now, and then Bate continues the run. Back inside now is Dixon. Scarlett again. Bate can turn, gets through Scarlett. Scarlett now into the box, squares it. Well, it doesn't quite get there. Still alive. West now lays it off. Shot comes in, looking for that top corner. Not far away from Lockyer. Tries to bend one past Van der Vliet. And in the end, it goes past the post. Well, good run by Scarlett there. He got the ball in. Bulls managed to defend it initially, but it fell to Lockyer, who you would have put money on to get close to putting that in the net. He's second highest scorer for the nuts and bolts this season with 16. Just a couple behind Lewis Collins with 18 goals. Collins on that far side. LeCain has it. Our best chance of the second half, this opening few minutes from Ashford United. Dixon with a header forward again. And West. Lewis busy trying to get away again, as he did so often in that first half, twisting and turning, trying to get away from Carvalho and or LeCain. Van der Vliet decides not to clear, plays it short. Watson can't find Carvalho. Very much a holding midfielder there with Kilshaw and Watson today. Looking for those wing-back positions. The ball's headed in by Lockyer, but it should be easy. Into the danger area, but nobody there to take advantage. As the sun starts to shine brightly here. The green. Long ball forward for Carvalho and Bickley. Carvalho trying to get there ahead of Fuller. Carvalho doing well. Fuller doing just slightly better. Just getting his body in the way. Moses again. There's space for him just to lay it off to Scarlett as Ritzema closes him down. Back again to Fuller. Ahead of him is Collins. Trying to take on and gets just the ball past and ahead towards West as Watling gets there first. And then a nudge in the back on Watling. A bit of frustration maybe for West. Just to see how long either manager takes before they introduce fresh legs. Can't imagine it'll be too long before Dos Santos gets a go. Now Bickley picks it up. What can he do? The big man takes it on. Will he try the shot? He lays it off, looking for Giles, who's across. It's deflected and into the arms of Greensall. Nice and comfortable for the Ashford keeper. He's had little to do in this match so far. Highlight of his afternoon would have been removing that bit of rubber that we think he got in his eye from the pitch. Long ball forward. Again, Watling will get there. Just has to play it though, as Collins just hanging around, just right on his shoulder. Now Dixon. Trying to find a little bit of something special to unlock the balls. Dixon again to Lewis. Well, he's done well. He's just got a little half a yard on LeCain, but LeCain has stuck with him. It's been a real battle this afternoon between those two. Collins plays it in, looking for Lockyer. Lockyer flicks it on. Kerry gets there ahead of Bate. And the ball's clear. Just still waiting for some sort of real chance. The ball's to catch. Bit of a break is coming again forward. Left-hand side, as they have so often on the home side. Moses now well inside the Bulls' half, the centre-back. Collins back to Moses. Moses steps inside Ritzema. Space for Scarlett. Across comes Giles. Ball's played in. Lockyer with the head. Campbell with the clearance. Ritzema now. Can he get the ball up towards Bickley, who's on his own again? In terms of Bulls supporters, that is. In terms of players supporting him. And Fuller gets there, but the Bulls have won the throw. Well, the big man operating pretty much on his own today. Bulls UK supporters on that far side. Johnny LeCain with the ball. And he's going to revert to the long bomb. Campbell gets forward. Here it comes. Campbell tries to get there, but he's out-jumped. Dixon there first. Thinks about the short one, but goes back to plan A. Campbell flicks it on. Well, again, there's nobody there. There's nobody gambling to try and get on the end of that flick. Ball's just a little bit narrow as Scarlett tries to evade Ritzema, and he's done well as he cuts inside. Ball's back in numbers. Quick play, though. Just enough there on the head from Giles to just deflect it back towards Van der Vliet. Quick release, getting Scarlett down the right, getting Collins and Lewis down the left. Bulls need to be wary of that as it's flicked on. There again is Moses. Cavallio not really into the game much either, but now Lecane is forward. Now Cavallio gets into the box. Can Cavallio create something here? Cavallio tries the shot, scuffs it in the end, doesn't get the full pace. It's just like he just catches his boot on the turf. It's easy for Greensalt at the near post. Time again for Moses to find Dixon. Out to Collins. It's the same pattern we've seen throughout this game. Ashford just looking, waiting, biding their time. Back it goes to Moses, who has space. Now Bate. Bulls trying to stick to the lines, and well, Bates kept it alive. Is there a touch off Campbell? There is. Corner. First one of the second half. Now taking his time is West. His feet. What can they muster here? West swinging across towards a... Well, it's in the middle, it's bouncing around, it's somehow hooked clear. Falls to Lewis. Now Lockyer tries to get it back in, blocked by... Well, looks like Lecane there is caught as well. So, free kick given by Mr. Giles, who's on hand. Oh, frantic moments there at the back as the Bulls subs on the far side warm up. Can't imagine it will be too long before Elliot Powell changes it up just fractionally. Goes a little bit maybe more attacking. Lecane, oh, does well, throws the dummy to West, who thinks he's going to play it inside and carries on. Now Ritzema, can he get away from Scarlett? He can. Ritzema now needs a bit of... Oh, he's done well, he's gone down. Well, referee's on hand. Ritzema just gets caught. Looks like it may well be the initial foul against Ritzema that's been given. And it will be a Bulls free kick. And again, a good position. A chance maybe for Joe Giles and the army of height in Bickley, Watling, Campbell and Ritzema. Good chance here, good position on the pitch for Jay Giles now to deliver. And it comes, looking for the head. Well, it's a mistake in the middle, and surely it is Bickley who's finished it. The flag stays down, he has a little look across, but you know it's going to be the big man. The ball is played in, there's confusion in the middle for the home side. Ashford United at 6s at 7s here, but the ball by Jay Giles is right into the business area. He's got a bit of whip on this as he plays it in. Confusion as the keeper Greensall comes. Moses can't clear, the ball falls nicely, and Bickley sends it into the back of the net, and the Bulls have the first goal. Well, you wondered whether it was going to come from a mistake, and in the end it has. And it's the keeper Greensall who's come for the ball from the delivery of Jay Giles. He flaps at it, he causes all kinds of confusion. And when it falls to Bickley, you know he's not going to miss from there. Ashford United 0, Jersey Bulls 1, Lorne Bickley with the goal. Well, how will Ashford react? They've been absolutely solid at the back. They've been composed as they played the ball around. And now they find themselves, for the first time in these two fixtures against the Bulls, trailing. What will the reaction be? Can the Bulls go on now and really send a message, get a second here and put this game certainly not to bed, but into a position where they should be able to win this game? But at 1-0, anything can happen. We've seen how decent this outfit are, Ashford United. Can't imagine they'll do too much different. Here comes Dixon now. Tries to play it in, looking for the far side, looking again for Lockyer. It finds its way to Collins. Collins holds it up. Ball played in. Well, doesn't quite reach anybody in the end. Campbell jumps and just wonder if he just realises there was no danger and ducks out. Well, you have to find ways to win games against sides that are often difficult to break down. One thing Elliot Powell is good at, he's good at tactics. He's good in terms of his strategy and his game plan. And again, back 3 to back 5, interchangeable. The defensive strength first. Might be, at the end of this, a long way to go, of course, but might be just another tactical masterclass. But here come the nuts and bolts with Collins, who's got good pace again. He's just held it up here. Has Lewis arriving. Lewis wants to get the ball in, but Kilshaw is back defending and then hooked away. Bickley there just drops inside. Fuller is covering. Moses stepping forward, still going. Oh, crashes it into the back of Luke Watson, who goes down, but gets in the way. Now Hume. There's only a bit more of a hurry up all of a sudden for the home team here. There's Dixon. And the Bulls just holding shape. Moses. Now Fuller. To Collins. Hugging the touchline. Lewis tries one. Crashes into Kilshaw. Hume. Back to Collins. Red shirts aplenty. Collins again. Tries to get away. Watson with the challenge, but Collins stays strong. Collins trying to find an angle. Rolls it out to Scarlett. Scarlett now against Giles. Giles stands up. Ritzma gets back. Scarlett still going. Scarlett with a shot blocked. It looks like Watson and or Ritzma, both of them maybe. Giles does really well there. Drags it back. Tries to get away, but he's being swarmed by bait. As it's relentless here from the home side. Again, the ball comes in. Should be Van der Vliet's. Comes, then changes his mind. Hooked away by Giles. Maybe just holding up a little bit the ball there. Dixon, Scarlett. The pressure still on here from Ashford United. Still pressing. Bickley back there defending right at the outside of the edge of his box. Getting pulled back there by Hume, and a free kick. Well, the Bulls are as a man, as one behind the ball. Defensive duties are first. And there is Bickley, the goal scorer, getting back and helping out defensively. Luke Campbell just checking where the free kick was given from. He won't be interested in that, though. That will be Van der Vliet with the clearance here. Looking for the run this time. Cavalier has not had much truck down that side so far. And again, just doesn't have the room. Moses. To try and drive forward the Ashford side, and the ball played through the middle. Well, this time Lockyer has got in, but quickly across and back is Kere. No foul. Lockyer goes down, holding his head, but referee will stop it for that only. Look like Kere plays the ball, gets there first. just when it, for a second, looked like Lockyer was going to get in.
Beauty of non-league football, there's no such thing.
Well, the ball's coming across, and you can see Kerry, maybe a little bit of shoulder to shoulder. Nothing doing there, though. Just using his strength. Well, the ball's got to be careful. The direct route there, very nearly paying off for nuts and bolts. As Watling cushions it to Killshaw. Bit of a up and under and a chase there, which Cavalier will gladly accept, but Lewis is strong there, staying with him, and then a bit of an arm wrestle between Lewis and Cavalier, which Lewis wins. Ball just drops short. Here comes Scarlett trying to burst down this right-hand side. Across comes Ritzimer, who just nudges him. Now Bate. And Hume. It looks like there may be a change coming for the Bulls on that far side. Looks like Ray dos Santos is ready. Just waiting for that moment. Moses again goes long, looking for Collins. Collins brings it down, takes it on. Collins now into the box. Well, Lockyer getting in, goes down. Nothing doing again. Still alive. Collins tries to step inside. He does. Plays it only into the feet of Killshaw, who's more than happy to clear it. And Bickley to give chase. Oh, it's gone back. It's a back pass. The keeper's going to have to do well, and he does. He brings it down, and then he... somehow Fuller keeps that in. That's really good play by the number 14 for the home side as the ball is played out again, looking for Collins, who's Fuller running. He has not stopped. Clearly got the gas in the tank filled to the top today. And it is going to be the first change, and it is going to be Ray dos Santos, and it will be a swap for Cavalier. Now, whether that will be like for like, you'd imagine that it will be just a case of dos Santos slotting in onto that right-hand side. Chance to roam, of course. And a change also for the home side. Off goes Bate. Not seen much of him today. He was definitely more effective in the game at Springfield Stadium, but hasn't really maybe had the service, maybe able to get into the game. And the first change for both sides. And Kai Garrett, a recent acquisition, replaces Ollie Bate.
Substitution also to jersey, gone off number 11, Miguel Carvalho, coming on number 10, Ray dos Santos.
Well, 24 minutes to go. Plus a little bit of added time. Long way to go for both sides here. As Lacane up towards dos Santos, jumping, but Dixon has won it. Plays it back in towards Lockyer. Ball's back in numbers again. Not seeing so many red shirts behind the ball for so long, but they are plenty this afternoon. Big up and under. Looking again for Collins, who does not stop running, that boy. He is full of energy. See why he is their leading scorer. And maybe just too quick that time. Flag is up near side. Well, it's these kind of games that really show your credentials. Shows what kind of, not just squad depth that you have as a club, but also how you adapt to different types of sides that you face. And also how you change maybe your game plan from the first fixture to the second. As Van der Vliet's clearance is not his best, but it's kept alive. Dos Santos now with a bit of a run, gets caught, but Ritzimer will play on. Ritzimer now will go past Moses. Moses trying to get back, a little bit of a, well, not just a little bit of a hand, he's all over the back of Ritzimer there. The number 5 has the number 6 number in the palm of his left hand. He's going to get a yellow card. Well, you can't really blame Mr. Giles there. Moses was all over the back of Ritzimer, whether that was for that. But Moses is the first to go into the book. Well, he throws the ball away. He's got to be careful because that in itself is a cautionable offence. Could end up with a back-to-back and a red. Well, let's force something in the build-up to that. Not exactly sure. It looks like Fuller is also being spoken to. So a little bit of a confusion here. I think if the foul was for the tackle on Ritzema, then it would be a Bulls ball. Well, Scarlett throws it in. Ritzema battles and wins it again off Lockyer. Now Ritzema trying to go through. Well, he's definitely flattened there. Should be again. It's, wow. And then Lockyer pulling Ritzema's shirt. A little bit of frustration for the home skipper there. He would say he was trying to help him back up, get on with the game. Ritzema looked like he was blocked off. Nothing given by Mr. Giles. "20 minutes and a little bit more plus to go." Has he kept it in, Garrett? Looks like he has. Back to Moses. Looking for the run. Flag is up. Yeah, it was clearly gone way too early. Kicks the ball away again, and no need for that. Look, it may well have been Hume there making the run through. Van der Vliet, not one to chase over to get the ball, just takes his time. Another good clearance. Scarlett with a header. Balls get further forward, and there's Miguel Carvalho. Well, looks like he's getting himself ready. The Bulls have got a quick turnaround to get out of Ashford, not because they don't want to stay and enjoy, no doubt, but a second change has been made, and Trotter is on and Kilsha's off. And now given away. Shot comes in. Well, he hits the bar again. It looks like it's Dos Santos with the outside of the left boot. Well, he's acres of space there, Ray Dos Santos. He has a little look up. That could have really put a nail in the coffin of Ashford today, but they get a reprieve for the third time this afternoon. The woodwork saves them. Well, the change has been made. Trotter is on. Kilshaw is off as the Bulls players reorganise as Collins comes forward again. Still going. McCain there, Dos Santos there. McCain comes up with it. Trying to find Bickley. Nice touch by Fuller. And again, trying to play the ball in behind Watling. He gets there with the head up. And now Moses. Here comes Fuller. Lewis. Deflected. Corner. Dos Santos getting back. Well, only the second corner of the second half. Second one to Ashford United. And a chance for West. And they're packing the 6-yard box. Can West deliver this? Swinging in, headed away. Again, the Bulls solid in defence. Back it goes to Lewis. And now Scarlett. Back to Lewis. Flicked on inside now. Fuller. Somehow it's blocked. Is it Van der Vliet? It looks like the legs of Van der Vliet there as Campbell stays prone on the floor, but the Bulls somehow, and it looked like the equaliser was going in, manage to scramble it away, and it looks like it is a great save in the end by Van der Vliet. Campbell is up. Another corner. Well, it is missed in the middle there, nudging the back, Fuller with the shot, and it does actually come off the legs and the upper thigh of Van der Vliet. Treatment is required. It will be a corner. Well, lying. Struggling there. Is it Kere who's gone down? Might well be the skipper. Well, this isn't good. There's some treatment being given. Well, it is a skipper, Kere, but it will take a lot to keep him down. As the players just have a chance to draw breath. It's maybe just a bang on the shoulder there. The magic spray is out. Often does the trick. Kere's up. The magic of Nikki Nicole and her bag of tricks as another change is coming for Ashford United. Looks like it's going to be Noah Carney who's coming on, number 19. Just going to see who he will replace. The corner maybe will be taken first, though. Well, Van der Vliet made the save, let's not forget. And it looked like it was all but in. And it comes. Far post, headed back and across. Well, not on target. Kere is back on. And it will be Carney on and West off. So another change for the nuts and bolts as we move into the last 15 minutes. And there will, of course, be added time now. A couple of 3 minutes, you'd think. There's only a minute at the end of the first. But now, with that injury and that treatment, as Garrett chests it down, but Watson releases it quickly. Well, can't keep it in there as Watling tries to find to Santos. Moses again trying to drive his side forward. Scarlett has a bit of space. Ritzema trying to get back. Carney first touches. Well, surely the referee has seen that. He's pulling Ritzema down. Whether he'll have a shirt in one piece by the end of this, we'll see. But the numbers nearly come off. The shoulders have nearly come off. Well, in terms of coming off, it is going to be Toby Ritzema. So maybe for a new shirt, maybe just to help ease him back. And James Carr will get the last quarter an hour or so to work down that left-hand side. So another change for the Bulls. Third one. Van der Vliet goes long. Trotter trying to get there, but Scarlett has it near side. Trying to find Garrett. Garrett stays on side, keeps it alive, but not before Giles can just get a touch off him. Joe Giles with the ball firmly tucked under his arm there, just cleverly just taking some time off. And now looks for Ball down the line, looking for Bickley, flicks it on off the head of Dixon, and then Carr getting involved, and down goes Scarlett. Free kick is given. Just inside the Bulls half, taken quickly. Referee says, retake it, not ready. Another change coming. Both sides, by the looks, Barlow getting ready, but for the home side, introduction of Josh Chambers for Harrison and Hume.
Number 16, Josh Chambers.
So expect Chambers to go into the middle. It just looked like Fraser Barlow was getting ready on that Bulls touchline. Scarlett again wants to play it into the box. Campbell with the header. Lewis again. Not seen as much of him. Just kept a little bit quieter in this second half. Now Scarlett. On this near side to Garrett. Trying to find a bit of space. Gets it back. Trotter tries to get there, just does half a block. Chambers there, but picked up by De Santos. Trying to find Bickley. Now Dixon. And again. Space this time for Scarlett. Scarlett now, can he get the ball into the box? He can, but it's flicked away again by Campbell. Well, it's going to be a goal kick. It looks, another change is coming, as predicted. Fraser Barlow. It may well be for the skipper, Kerry. Or is it Lorne Bickley who's put in another... It is Lorne Bickley, the goal scorer, who makes way for Fraser Barlow. Another direct swap. The squad depth is important here for the Bulls. They're able to bring... Not quite the prolific goal scorer, Fraser Barlow, but you know he's always going to pop up and score a goal when it counts the most. But Lorne Bickley, again, his shift is done as Barlow gets bundled to the floor straight away and then gets going forward. And then back it goes again. What Barlow will do, he'll just be like a terrier up there, just putting the pressure on. Not the height threat, but just nipping around. Near side Garrett again. Ashford go in search here. Can they find the equaliser? Into the feet, cut out again, but he gets it back. And then Scarlett with the overlap. Scarlett quickly there, trying to cut inside. Ball finds Dixon, who tries the shot from distance. Well, not this time. We saw the wonder goal from Jack Dixon at Springfield. Trying maybe to repeat the feat, but not able to bring it down and find the target this time. Well, the Bulls going to try and see out this last 10 minutes or so. Barlow there. And Trotter, picked up by Lewis. Into the feet there of Carney. Back it is again with Lewis. Now Moses. Looking on this near side is Garrett. Carr comes across. Looking again for Scarlett. Working that right-hand side, trying to get it in, does so. Just somehow just bounces off a number of heads. Goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Dixon again. Trotter now. Chance maybe for the Bulls to counter here. Here comes De Santos. Going to have to probably take it on his own. Going to take it towards the corner. Still going to keep going to Santos. And Fuller does really well. Gets across, uses his strength. Barlow puts a bit of pressure on Greensall. Bulls give back possession. Turnover ball again. near side. Well, gets it back there. Garrett plays it in. Campbell with the header again. Barlow is back. Referee's, has he given the free? Referee's given the free kick there. Decent position here. Just outside the penalty box. A needless free kick given away. The Bulls will need to get that wall organised and get it done quickly. Is this the chance that they've been waiting for, Ashford? Barlow, Carr and Dos Santos in a three-man wall. Will Collins fancy this, or maybe Scarlett? Plenty lining up here. It's going to be short ball, far side. Trying to trick their way through, and here comes Garrett. Garrett's into the middle of it. It's blocked by Watson. Well, good play there by Chambers and Garrett. Another corner. Fourth one of the second half for Ashford United. This time Collins will go across. Collins now whips it towards the near post. Well, again, looks like it is Fuller who's arriving, but he can't keep his header down. Maybe just takes a deflection. Referee signals again for the corner. So the Bulls getting something on it. Van der Vliet having to make sure he organises the defence as the ball comes in. Far post. Over everybody this time. Lockyer backtracking, trying to keep the ball in. Just about does so to Lewis. Watling just forcing him forward. Will now retreat. Lewis again. Fuller. Ball comes in. Headed away by Giles. To Collins. Ball still alive. Collins will try and keep it in. In it comes now for Garrett, trying to trick his way past Giles. He can't, but it falls for Dixon. Barlow is back there. Ball back and across. Watling with the header. Still, Ashford, well, Lewis can't quite keep it alive, and it goes out far side. Well, precious seconds that the Bulls are more than happy to watch tick off the clock. Dos Santos not giving that up, not waiting for the referee. Back it goes. Ball play forward. Well, Barlow, he's onside. He has a little look across. He is, and he takes the shot. Has the flag gone up now? Yeah, Barlow did look to be about half a pitch off. Last 5 minutes. What's left in this game? Time to think about the Bulls player of the match as well. As Scarlett drives forward. Watson gets there. Dos Santos. And they still keep the pressure on Ashford, trying to find the little chink in the armour here of the Bulls, as they have numbers back. Collins trying to work some magic here. It's been a real handful this afternoon. Ball played in towards the box. Watling with a header. Scarlett heads it back in, looking for Lockyer. Hooked away. Shot comes in, and it's turned in. And it's Lockyer. He gets half a chance. It looks like it's Campbell who goes down. Out of absolutely nowhere, the skipper, Gary Lockyer, gets a sniff. He manages to hook his right boot round it, and he buries it into the net, and Van der Vliet has absolutely no chance. Well, it's come from really nothing. Ball's played in by Lewis. Watling heads it. It's Scarlett who just gambles it back in. Lockyer there, Kerry there. Trying to clear it is Watling, and with no real space at all, Lockyer has put it in the back of the net, and there's a bit of afters as well. Well, it is all square here, or is it? The referee has gone across to the assistant. We're not sure yet if the goal has been given. maybe an infringement in there on Campbell. Near side assistant. Oh, the referee has been given some advice. Looks like the goal may stand. The referee's reaching to his pocket. Looks like Lockyer gets a yellow card. So the goal has stood. Card is given to Lockyer for the afters. Watson continues to protest, but Scarlett, well, it's getting a little bit unsavoury. No need for any of this, really. Let the feet do the talking. Still continues. That'll add some time on. And some less than pleasant scenes here now at the Green Box Stadium. What has been a really tough and mostly game played in the spirit of, but just boiling over a little bit towards the end. Can one side now go on and nick this? Expect to see at least 4 or 5 minutes added on as Trotter waits to take the, and he does finally take the restart. Forward it goes again. Can the Bulls go and nick this one? Well, a point won't be the worst result. Ashford are a good side, but the way they conceded in the end has just allowed Lockyer half a chance. Couldn't quite clear the lines. Can they just quickly go back up the other end as we're into added time here? Long throw coming now from LeCain. Looking for Campbell, who tries to flick it on. Carve plays it back in. It's cleared not that far. Gets to Giles. Now to LeCain, who plays it back in. Well, straight into the hands of Greensaw. Too easy. There's time to be added and a chance to think about the Bulls player of the match today. Well, it's been one of those games where there's been a number of decent performances. It's been largely defensive as Ashford looked for perhaps the killer goal. Long ball forward, far side. Dos Santos is back. Make sure he clears his line this time. Moses with the header to Fuller. Is there another chance here? Certainly a lot of time have added. You'd expect 3 or 4 minutes at least still to go here. Now Trotter goes back to Van der Vliet, launching it forward. Solid header. It's been one of those games where there's been decent performances by the Bulls, as they have to make sure they can defend again. Still alive. Collins been very busy. Hasn't stopped all afternoon. Now Scarlett, he's been instrumental in that goal. Now Garrett played in again. Turn, twist, spin, shot coming in. Well, it's deflected. It's Campbell. Looks like it may well have in fact just gone behind as the referee has a look at the watch and a chance to just name the man of the match. Honourable mentions this afternoon for Toby Ritzema and for Lorne Bitney with the goal. But the defensive performance has been what has made sure the Bulls perhaps, well, nearly will get something out of this game. And just there a moment ago to block it again, having hit the woodwork in the first half. The Bulls player of the match this afternoon is the number 5, Luke Campbell. Bulls come again. Dos Santos, can he find a bit of magic here? Switching it across, trying to find the run here. It's a mistake and it's Carr. Can Carr nip in the back? Well, he can, but the flag is up. It won't matter. Well, it's been solid at the back for the Bulls. The half chance, it shows how dangerous Lockyer is for him to sneak in and get the goal. And that is the only real error the Bulls have made this afternoon in terms of sticking to a game plan. Well, the players have been substituted, are showered and ready to go onto that coach to catch the flight back. Because we look forward for the Bulls as they take on the Rams next Saturday, AFC Croydon away. Expecting that to be a 1 o'clock kickoff. That will be confirmed. And the Bulls are back on the road. In fact, of course, it will be in Jersey next Saturday. The Bulls having been to Croydon, it's the White League game the following week that they will travel back to the mainland. As Lewis trying to find a little bit of an angle. So 4 o'clock kickoff expected next Saturday at home to the Rams of Croydon. Well, just the last few minutes, you think seconds maybe left as down goes Barlow, bundled to the floor again. Now Dos Santos, can he skip through? Can he keep the ball alive? Flag is up. Again, just going offside, and it's gone a little bit scrappy here in these last few minutes. As Fuller maybe tries one more time. Moses now, 4.5 minutes of added time. Moses launching it long, looking for the run of Collins. Collins brings it down, does really well. Cross comes Watling. Now Dos Santos turns. Trotter sweeping the ball out, but it's given it away to Dixon. And he goes all the way back to Fuller. Well, you'd say that if this does finish level, it's about the right result this afternoon. The Bulls have been solid at the back. The nuts and bolts have been equally impressive again this afternoon as Dos Santos nicks it off, and then he's pulled shirt back by Lewis. Bulls will get a free kick, nothing given other than that. Watling wants to get on with it. Collins gets in the way of it. And certainly a tactical change here by Elliot Powell. Certainly got the Bulls the point. Nearly got them all three. And unless something happens in the next few seconds, it's likely to finish Ashford United 1, Jersey Bulls 1. But maybe just one final Hail Mary. Carr flicks it on. Barlow trying to get there, can't quite nick in. Trotter battling. Trotter now brings it down. Now Watson. Is there one more push? Trying to get there is Giles, hooking it back and across. Giles now trying to get past. Giles keeps it alive. Giles squares it. Anyone arriving? Surely. Not quite in the nick of time is Trotter. Maybe a chance for a quick counter. Ball hits the back of Carr. Looks like a free kick's been given. Just struck the arm. 6 minutes added. Still not done here. Garrett looking for the ball inside. There's the run. Still alive. In it comes. But who steps up? Kere brought down by Garrett. But the ball's clear again. Lacane, one more throw, maybe, of the dice here. Dos Santos stays onside, nicks it inside to Trotter. Back it comes, Barlow. Barlow now, through to Dos Santos, not quite. Lewis scampering back there. Well, he's had a really good game for the home side, Lewis, as has Collins. They've been really busy throughout this game. Down this left-hand flank, Scarlett has come into it in the second half. Lockyer always dangerous, not having a lot to do, but finding a way through. And it's been compact and composed at the back between Fuller and now Moses, who's on it, who looks again for the runner, Garrett. Garrett has a bit of space. Can he get one more into the box? Well, it hits Giles's head. It'll be a throw-in. 7 minutes added now. How much longer can there be? Well, it's been left for Fuller. Has he got a magic long arm here to get this one in the box? Bulls got to keep the concentration. Fuller it will be. Here it comes. Campbell is there again. Campbell again. Now Trotter. Quick ball to Carr. Carr's going to get going down this left-hand side. Plays the ball inside. It's a chance for Trotter. Trotter lets it run. Anybody there to help him? Barlow inside. Can Trotter find it? Barlow clips it back in. Chest back by Scarlett. Well, half a chance maybe, but well covered by Ashford. Again, Garrett. We're into the 8th minute of added time. For 8 gone into the 9th. Ball played inside. Here comes Lockyer, just lays it off. LeCain gets there, but Collins tries to whip one and does so. Saved at the feet as it bounces in front of him. Van der Vliet following up his Garrett. It's all over. It's ended in the 9th minute of added time. It's a 1-1 draw here. Goal from Lorne Bickley, cancelled out by Lockyer. It finishes Ashford United 1, Jersey Bulls 1. Next up are the Rams. We hope you enjoyed watching it. We've got to go. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.